Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be showing you guys how to make money using a particular dollar arbitrage method. And for this method you would need three things. You will need a website, a payment processor linked to your website, and a foreign account that you can withdraw funds in. So I'm going to go over to my browser and show you guys the evidence of this. So the payment processor that I used is a site, a website called Stripe. So you can register with this Stripe, and you'll be able to use Stripe to receive payments in dollars and in pounds, or whichever currency you would like to receive your payments from. So I've been using Stripe for about 6 or 7 months now. Started April, and this particular account I'm going to show you got suspended October. So I'm going to be doing a lot of videos about Stripe, on how you can get your account working and how to prevent your account from being blocked. And at the end of the video I'll also be telling you guys why my Stripe account was blocked. So I'm going to go over to my dashboard to show you guys. So this is my dashboard, and as you can see, it's showing action required here because the account has been suspended. And currently I have about $6,527 sitting in my Stripe account, which is bad. But Stripe has said the money is going to be refunded. I don't know how true is that, but the best part of it is that I made way over 6,500. I made about $35,000 or more. Now when you come to my reports overview, you can see that from, let me set the date from April 2022, from about 1st of April 2022 to 1st of November 2022, I processed over $91,693 in sales. So what I did was I created a website and on that website I was selling instrumentals. I was selling beats instrumentals, and but what I created the website for was dollar arbitrage, was to use it for dollar arbitrage. So anytime I have a card, I go to my website, I buy, and the payment comes to my Stripe account here. So once I buy, the payment appears in my Stripe account. So, and you know that our cards, most Nigerian cards, have a limit of $20. Most Nigerian cards have a limit of $20. And when I started this at first, I was charging in dollars until I found that there was a better way, or a cheaper way, to charge the cards and get more profit. And the cheaper way was to charge in naira. Okay, the cheaper way was to charge in naira. So I'm trying to look for a dollar payment. As you can see, or like about 90% of the payments here are 8,600. That was because I started charging in naira later. So when I first started around April, I was charging each card in dollars. Excuse me. So that means that my music that I was selling on the website was $20. Was $19.50. Sorry. So anytime I had a card, maybe from a relative or from anyone, I would charge the card, or I'll buy the music on my account. Then the money gets paid into my Stripe account. It appears here. Then after 3 days, after 3 business days, Stripe pays out automatically into my Wise account. So for me to be able to receive my funds from Stripe, I opened a Wise account. I opened a TransferWise account, and I linked this TransferWise account into my Stripe account. So this was how I received money. So later on, I found out that there was a cheaper way to do the dollar arbitrage with this. So for some cards like UBA, prepaid cards, you can charge those cards in naira, and when you charge those cards in naira, those cards will become Stripe will convert your payment into dollars. Okay, they will convert it into dollars at CBN rate. Stripe will convert your payment into dollar at CBN rate. So, for example, when you check this payment, you can see that I charged 8,600 for this, 8,600 naira. Stripe converted this amount to $19.67. And after the charges, because there are charges for Stripe, after the charges, my net profit was $18 60 cents. So on a card, there was about I think about 4,000 naira plus profit on each card. About 4,000 naira profit on each card. So the reason I'm going through this is to show you guys that these payments are all in naira. They're all naira cards. All naira cards. If there was a way for me to forward it to maybe April, you see that they're all naira cards. All naira cards. So I think this is the best. Apart from the fact that your account may be blocked, this is the best way to do your dollar arbitrage. And the reason why my account was blocked was because I was doing a lot of cards. I was doing about 70. I was doing about 70 transactions every day. About 70, and that was a lot. Because once you have more than $5,000 in your account balance, then Stripe is going to review your account, and if they see that you are selling digital services, that means you don't have any proof of what you are selling. Although I had a proof because I had a website, but they don't like people selling digital services. They prefer physical items where you can verify this, so that they can verify, and you can submit your tracking, tracking details. So they prefer physical items. So this is it. All naira cards. And I started April. So I'm going to be doing video tutorials on how you can create a Stripe account. And believe me, it's always very difficult to create a Stripe account, especially when you are in Nigeria, or if you don't live in the US. Most times when you create a Stripe account, it gets blocked after 2 weeks, or after 3 weeks, or after some people, before they even start their first payment. Before they start their first payment, their Stripe account is already blocked. So it's always very difficult to open a Stripe account. So there are things that you need to do, rules that you need to follow before you try to open a Stripe account. And for you to be able to open a Stripe account, you need to register a business. Okay, there's Stripe, there's the UK Stripe, and there's the US Stripe. So, for example, if you want to open a UK Stripe, you need to register a business in the United Kingdom. Once you've registered your business in the UK, you need a UK phone number. You need a UK address as well. So once you do this, and once you've registered your business in the UK, you can always use your registration details to open a Stripe account. Same with the US. If you want to open a business in the US also, you need to register a business. If you want to open a Stripe account in the US, you need to register your business in the US. You need to register your business in the US for you to be able to open your Stripe account. But it's always difficult. You need a certain specific rules for you to follow so that you do not get your Stripe account blocked. Also, you need a website. And I'm going to advise people to the type of website you should open is like a one product website. If you go on YouTube and you check different Shopify websites or different dropshipping websites, a single product website where they have just one item, and from those items, I believe you should buy those items from. Uh, what I mean is, what I mean is that, for example, if you want to start selling, if you want to create a website for your dollar arbitrage business, and you say you are selling this particular item, you need to buy a set of those items. You need to create a website for the item that you are selling. Then you need to buy like maybe 10 15 of those items. You can get cheap items of maybe $4 and buy use like $60 to get those items. And when you get them, because Stripe is always going to ask you to verify your business, they'll ask you to snap the items you are selling. They'll ask you to write maybe a date on the piece of on a piece of paper and put it on those items so that you would see, so that they'll be able to verify that you are selling these items. So you have to have those items on hand so that you'll be able to use those items to verify whenever Stripe asks. So those are one of the rules. Then once you are using Stripe, make sure you do less than maybe $4,000 in a month, maybe less than $4,000 or $5,000, just to be safe, so that you don't get your funds blocked. Because once you start receiving a lot of money on your Stripe account, they'll keep verifying, and most times when they start verifying, you're going to get your account blocked. Okay, so um, so that's just it. So you need a website. You need a website, a single product website, and make sure you have those products. You need a website. You need a Stripe account. You need to register for a Stripe account. Um, then you need a foreign account where you can receive your payments into. And the best way for you to register a Stripe account is if you can find someone living in diaspora, maybe someone in the US or someone in the UK, and you tell that person to open a Stripe account for you. I think that's the easiest way. So you, because if you want to do like a business registration, you're going to have to spend money. You have to spend about $100 or more, or about $80 or more to get a business registered in the US or UK. But if you have someone in US or in the UK, you can easily tell that person to register on Stripe, and you can use once the person registers, you can create a website and link your website to the person's account. So it's not only Stripe that is even available. There are other payment processors that you can use. There's SumUp.uk. There's SumUp.uk. Also there's SumUp.co.uk. You can use SumUp.co. You can register for SumUp. Then you can also tell someone living in US to register on SumUp.com. Okay, but as a foreigner, if you are not a US citizen, you would not be able to register on SumUp.com because they are going to require your SSN. You're going to require your SSN. Then also you need to know you need to have access to the OTP for the cards that you are using for sumup.com and sumup.co.uk. But Stripe doesn't require OTP. Although they ask, maybe if you start receiving a lot of funds, they start asking you for OTP for some cards, not all. But Stripe does not request for OTP, while SumUp requests for OTP. SumUp.com, SumUp.co.uk. So you can ask someone in the UK to register for the SumUp.co.uk. You can register also if you have business, if you have your business details. And for the SumUp.com, the person registering needs to have an SSN. Okay, so let me just calculate how much you see. Okay, now 8,600. If you are funding your account with 8,600 naira, and Stripe converts it to $19.55, so your net amount is 18.49. So if I'm going to go right to my calculator, so today we're in 1st of November. Today is 1st of November, so let's say 18.49, and dollar is around 820 today. That's about 15,161 minus 8,660. So on a card, there's a profit of 6,501 naira on just one card. A profit of 6,501 naira. So if you're able to get, if you have like maybe 100 cards that you run every month, that means you'll be making about 650,000 naira. So in my own case, I had about 2,000 cards. About 2,000 cards. So I think I was making 4,500 naira then. So around this amount, then, but I had to pay some people. I had to pay the owners of the card, so it turned to about, I think, 6 million naira per month. And it was not the cards kept increasing every month. It was not as if when I started April I had up to 2,000 cards. I had to source for cards from people, and I paid those people as well. Alright, so I'm going to be dropping videos on how you can create your Stripe account. I'm dropping videos on websites that you can use to register your account, maybe to register a UK business or a US business. I'll be doing videos on that, and after you have your businesses registered, I'll show you how you can use it to open a Stripe account. Then also I'm going to be showing you guys how how you can create a website, like a single product website, that you can use the things you need, because you don't just go and create a website. Your website needs to have some things like your privacy policy, your shipping and returns. You need to have your number. You need to be able to verify your website. Okay, I'm going to be doing that as well. Then I'll show you how to get your foreign account. You can use Wise for this. You can use Wise. Please don't use Payoneer, because Payoneer is not going to allow you to receive funds from your payment processors like Stripe or SumUp. Alright, so thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.